Hey guys, this Action of Violence here. Yeah, we got a fun one for you today. We got UFC Vegas 71. Man, I get confused with these numbers. My bad. Yeah, I think it's 71. Let's get to it. We got a lot of cards this week. We got two Bellator cards, two UFC cards, two bare knuckle cards, one UFC. No PFL this week for there won't be PFL till June, so unfortunately no PFL. But let's cash the rest of these UFC tickets. But yeah, let's start off with the prelim opener with Dana Batgerel versus Brady Hiestand. Now, I'll be honest, I like Hiestand. I like his style. I think he's really, really good. Um, at what he does. Um, the problem I have with this fight is it's either he grabs him down and, holds him down for 3 rounds, or you know, he gets knocked out cold or beat up for 3 rounds. I like Dana in this spot. The reason I like Dana in this spot is because he has faced Yeah, he has lost in his last two. So you could say, oh yeah, why is he the favorite? He's lost in his last two. His power is next level. Um, his losses are only to Chris Gutierrez and Kyung Ho Kang by unanimous decision. Kyung Ho Kang is a veteran, and he tagged Kyung Young a bunch of times in that fight. Just you know, he lost with he lost because of you know, Kyung Young was just the better fighter on that night. He's Kyung Young had a good night, good performance. Um, the reason I also really like Dana in this spot is he's training under Fight Ready. He Fight Ready is a really good gym. It's under Santino DeFranco, who I have a lot of respect for, and I think with Santino in his corner, he's gonna make the right decisions. They've been he has already good wrestling or decent, he can defend wrestling pretty good. Um, I don't like Keysted in this spot. I don't think Keysted's gonna handle the power that well. I think I think Dana's a really good. I think this is a live bet spot if you are on Keysted. Actually, no, I don't even think I'd do that because of how dangerous Dana is. I'm gonna go with Dana here, but I'm not screaming it from the rooftops, if you know what I mean. Like, I like Dana to win this by KO, but anything can happen. Yeah, this is a fun spot for me because I want to see how he does it from training at Fight Ready now. I think we're going to see a brand new Dana Batgerel, but you know we will only know come fight day. Moving on, Priscilla Cachoeira versus Karine Silva. Uh, Priscilla, she's she's really really deadly on the feet. She's not great, like her technique isn't good, but she bum rushes and she hits you with these combinations and these punches that man, like they hurt, and these girls can't take the power. She broke. I mean, it's women's MMA. You also have to take in that into account, so you can't be sure with these girls. But she's faced these girls. Ariana Lipsky, like Young Kim, um, the only girl she's lost to is Robertson, and I don't know. I really don't think she does well here. Um, I like Karine Silva here for the win by submission, but I would not be surprised if Priscilla Cachoeira shuts down the hype of Karine Silva. I just think Karine Silva is not dumb on the feet, and she knows how to get the ground, take her down. And with the bad takedown defense Priscilla has, she does try to get up. I'll give her that, but I just give Karine so much an advantage on the ground. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna go with Karine Silva here, but definitely should be a fun one. Moving on. We had Francis Marshall versus William Gomis. Uh, so William Gomis, he just came into the UFC not too long ago. His striking is uh I'd say his striking is pretty good. Um, it's quick, it's fast, he throws up a lot of volume, a lot of kicks. Um, he's very easy. His boxing isn't the greatest, which could leave Francis a lot of openings. Francis also is a bit green as well, so he does leave his chin open. I'd say William is better at it with his footwork and keeping his chin tucked. It's just he keeps his hands low, and Francis just needs that one punch to really change the fight. Um, I'm really torn on this fight. Early on I was really confident in Francis. Now I'm torn, but I'm gonna still stick with Francis just because my gut telling me Francis. I think he has a wrestling advantage, and I do think when Gomes gets to the ground, he's gonna not gonna have as many good sweeps. Yeah, I know Aaron's is a judoka, but that doesn't mean his wrestling is good. Um, I'm gonna go with Francis Marshall here. I have faith in the kid. I think he's good. I think he's dangerous. I think this is going to be a good scrap. But yeah, moving on. We have Muhammad Usman versus Junior Tafa. Junior Tafa, he is a good striker, really, really good striker. He's 4-0 at MMA. Yeah, he hasn't had the best competition. And this is his first UFC fight. So most people would write him off. But I do think with how bad Usman is, and you can never forget the guy got beat by Brandon Sales. Um, Muhammad Usman, the motor, is 34 years old. Um, and I don't like him here. Um, I could be wrong. After the first round, it could be a heavy Muhammad Usman live bet opportunity. Not a heavy, but a live bet opportunity. But I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like this is a Junior Tafa win. But this is a really close fight. The line's open heavy for like negative 300. Tafa, they got really close. It's now a pick'ems. But yeah, I got Tafa here. I think he's gonna be the more technical striker, and he's gonna have good hips by stuffing his takedowns and doing the right things. He trains with the right people, so I'm gonna go with Junior Tafa here by I don't know, unanimous decision. Moving on, we have Carol Rosa versus Norma Dumont. I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont. I think Norma Dumont's skill set far supersedes um, uh, Carol Rosa. I think she's better on the feet. I think she's better on top, on bottom. I think she just knows what to do. I don't think Cara Rosa is that really great at anything. She has good top game, I guess, but she's pretty stupid at the same time. Like she does really, really dumb things. And gives up top pressure. She makes it close with girls she shouldn't make it close with. She does like illegal things that get her to lose points. She's just a frustrating fighter to bet on. I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont. The only thing that's worrying me is the experience of Cara Rosa. Um, but and it's women's MMA, so things usually never make sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go Norma Dumont here. I think she's just the better fighter in my opinion. I think she's gonna have the better boxing, and I think she's gonna piece her up. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont by unanimous decision. This is definitely gonna be a fight. I'm not gonna be too much paying attention. Like you know, this isn't like I mean I Norma Dumont I have some faith in, but I think Carol Rose is getting to the age. Oh no, she's only 28 years old. What am I saying? Never mind. Anyways, girls, yeah, those are that's what I think about you girls, and then we're gonna move on to Montel Jackson and Ronnie Yahya. Okay, so this fight should be linear. Montel Jackson KO and Ronnie Yahya in the first round, but it isn't. Because I could see, because of how easy how he lets you recover and how he doesn't, his killer instinct isn't the greatest. I think Ronnie Yahya could make this a lot harder than it needs to be, just by implementing takedowns, making him work for it. Montel Jackson is just, there's something about him. Like, he's done well so far, but I just feel like he hasn't had that performance yet, or that opponent yet that really, like, he lost to Brett Johns. That's a sign right there. Like, you can't be checking out. I feel like he checks out a lot, and Rani is a guy that you don't want to check out with. But I'm still gonna favor Jackson, just because of the age difference and the difference in striking. I think Rani is gonna get knocked out, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Montel Jackson here. It's not a lock like last week. There's no locks on this card, but I do. That's probably one of my most confident predictions on the card. Moving on, we have Ricky Glenn versus Christos Giagos. So Ricky Glenn, um, he's a really good at breaking you. He puts on a high pace, and he's a good striker, and he's good at grappling. He's a very well-rounded fighter. He's a veteran. Chris Giagos, I'd say now in his career, is more so a jiu-jitsu guy, um, and not even a great one at that. I'm gonna go with Ricky Glenn here. I think he's just gonna be too much for Christos. I think he's gonna break him after one or two rounds, and he's gonna finish him. I like Ricky Glenn in this spot. I think Christos Giagos is past his prime, or at least, like, I hope I don't get this wrong too. He's probably 22, 33. I mean, that's still in his prime, but I don't know. Maybe he's trained under so many different gyms. I'm still grinding with my guy Ricky Glenn. I feel like he has it together. Yeah, this should be a good one though. Moving on, we have Jeremiah Wells versus Matt Semelsberger. Matt Semelsberger is a very dangerous man, and Jeremiah Wells is a very dangerous man. And if you guys know what that means, then kudos to you. This means that this fight will be probably the most violent fight on the card. I like Wells a lot, and that's why, not as a prediction, but I just like to watch him fight, and I like watching Semelsberger fight. So this is gonna be a treat. I'm on Wells here. Not confident, but I do think he's gonna catch him at some point. I just think Matt Semelsberger, he goes in spurts, and I feel like if you play that game with Wells, you're gonna get caught at some point. And I don't know if Wells knocks him out, but I think he's gonna drop him a few times and maybe even get some close finishes. I don't know, but I think Jeremiah Wells wins this by unanimous decision. This is gonna be a fun one, though. I'm really excited for this. I I'm gonna now go into the last women's fight on the card. Yasmin Lucindo versus Brogan Walker. So Brogan Walker's last fight was against Juliana Miller, and she got absolutely smashed. Luckily for her, is Yasmin Lucindo's a striker, so it'll give her more of an opportunity to show off her game. But unfortunately for her, Yasmin Lucindo is a dangerous striker, a very, very dangerous striker. And I think Yasmin might be able to pull off dominating 30-27 performance with her striking. I think she's that good. I think she's that dangerous. And I think Brogan Walker's gonna understand that. Unless her grappling substant, I don't know, because, like, Jasmine Uruguay. I don't know how good her grappling is. All I know is about Uruguay is that she's really good, and she beats Lucinda, and it was a close fight. And Lucinda's really good too. So I'm gonna go with Lucinda here, just being a better fighter. But this could get sticky, so don't quote me on this fight. I have a lot of faith in Lucinda, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna run with today. Um, yeah, we're gonna go with Lucinda by unanimous decision. Sorry, guys, my eyes are not reacting well to the screen. Um, yeah, so next up we got Bobby Green versus Jared Gordon. All right. So Mr. Gordon, I don't think is gonna fare well here. Um, I just don't see a path to victory. I mean, he can get in the inside and crack, but I just think Green is past that point of his career to be losing to guys like Jared Gordon's. Maybe he's starting to feel like Cowboy getting cracked by guys he never would have finished by in his prime, but I don't know. I think Dover hits different than Jared Gordon, so I'm gonna go with Bobby Green by unanimous decision. This is again one of my most confident predictions on the card. I think I love his boxing, his footwork, his pulls, he's so good. He's so good. When he's on, he's on. And I think he's gonna expose Jared Gordon in this fight. I think he's gonna put a beating on him. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green getting his 30th win. But yeah, let's go. Let's go the king. Moving on, we have Bruno Silva versus Brad Tavares. Bruno Silva is a finisher, and he's going to look to try to knock Brad's head off. Brad's going to be looking to stay technical, stay sharp, defend the takedowns, and make him pay. And I think Brad Tavares has a good chance of winning this fight, just being the smarter fighter, having the better corner. I think he's going to be a lot more in tune to what's going on, whether it's Bruno Silva's, hopes, throws, and hopes. Um, he hasn't looked good in his last, well, losing to GM3 was a really terrible look. I don't think we've seen him really since then. Um, yeah, so I think that time off may be good for him, but I'm still gonna ride with Tavares. I'm just not gonna be screaming from the rooftops. But yeah, moving on, we got Sergey Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes, he's a wrestler, a really solid wrestler. He can strike a little bit, and well, he can drop some of the meanest per ground and pound you've seen against Overeem. That was disgusting. But I honestly believe that Sergey Pavlovich is a rounder one bust. If he does not get Curtis Blaydes out of there in round one, I believe Curtis Blaydes wins this fight. So I could be wrong and I could look stupid, but this is my opinion. I think Curtis Blaydes is a better all-around MMA fighter. I just don't like his chin. I don't like how good Pavlovich is in that opening round. So take that with a grain of salt, guys. This is a weird card, as you guys can probably tell. We're gonna have a week or 3 or 4 of that. So, but yeah, guys, let me give you guys my most confident picks and who I'm rocking with as my locks of the card. Or not locks, but I'm in a group chat and they say locks all the time, so it kind of got me saying it now. Anyways, number one, we got to go with. This is a hard one. I like. I'm gonna go. Hmm. I'm gonna go Montel Jackson number one. Number two, I'm gonna go. Oh, wow, this is a hard one. I'm gonna need to see my list. Ugh. Um, I'd say number two would be Batgerel. Number three would be Glenn and Bobby Green. Number four would be uh this is a hard one. Number four would be um I'd have to say Lucindo. Um and number five would be um, Let me go Norma Dumont. Good. Okay, there you go. All done. Okay, so yeah, let's get on with it. I think those are my most confident predictions, and I'm gonna ride with that. So I had to check, make sure. I had to fix some things. Sometimes I get carried away on my phone, try to fix it. Um, but yeah. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe. You know the drill. And I'll catch you next time.